Hi. So at school Tuesday, they had what was called a service learning fair. And they had a bunch of different opportunities, and one that stuck out to me was this. Sorry. The American Diabetes Association. Follow them on Facebook. Um, you can be a volunteer, and they have information if you or someone you know is diabetic. Um, and I was just interested by it because my mom is diabetic. Her mom had diabetes. My aunt has diabetes, so I'm kind of. It feels like I'm kind of cornered in. So many people in my, people I know have it, but most of all my mom. And they had lots of good information, and that included they had the magazine to hand out, and then I'll read this little packet they gave. This is for North Texas, just saying. So it'll probably be a little bit different for you on your area, but you can just look up American Diabetes Association online and learn about it there and see the nearest center for you. And if you um, want or need information on diabetes, you can call 1-800-DIABETES or go online and look up www.diabetes.org and help. And they have where you can donate and help. And it's www.stopdiabetes.com. And then they have a online store that you can shop, and the money goes towards funding research for diabetes. And that website is www.shopdiabetes.org. And then for North Texas, here's some information for you if you live in the North Texas area. 1-888 diabetes. And then their email address is northtexas@diabetes.org. And the website is diabetes.org/North Texas. I've got a lot. So this is what they do. It's founded in 1940. The mission of the American Diabetes Association is to prevent and cure diabetes and to improve the lives of all people affected by diabetes. We are the nation's leading nonprofit health organization providing diabetes research, information, and information. This next part is each of the things they do, like in more detail. And the first one is information. It says the association provides the public and healthcare professionals with the most up-to-date information to help take a stand against diabetes through our call center websites as well as via consumer professional books and periodicals. Uh, Research. The association has been funding innovative research to combat diabetes since 1955. In 2012, we committed more than 37 million to research projects at 139 leading research institutions throughout the country. And here's advocacy. The association fights on behalf of the diabetes community to increase federal funding for diabetes research and programs to improve comprehensive health care and insurance coverage to end discrimination against people with diabetes. And then this next section, I might just show you. I don't know if you want me to read it because it's basically what diabetes is, and a lot of people you know what it is. So I might just do this here. It's this section right here, and I'm just gonna read. It says, whoa. It says diabetes is a group of diseases in which the body does not produce or properly use insulin. And what it is that it doesn't produce the hormone needed to break down the sugars that your body needs. And that's why some people just feel real terrible because their body is in mode. And here are the types, the different forms of diabetes. Type 1, which in which the body produces no insulin at all. If you want more detail, you can just look up, you know. And then type 2 diabetes is a metabolic disorder from the body's inability to. I'm sorry, I just picked my nose. That's gross. I'm sorry. It's the body's inability to make enough or properly use insulin. And then there's gestational diabetes, which occurs when you're pregnant. You get that. And it says 5 to 10% of women with gestational diabetes are found to have type 2. And then pre-diabetes is you have when individuals have a blood glucose or AC1 levels higher than normal, but not high enough to be diagnosed as diabetes. And it says diabetes often goes undiagnosed. Often goes undiagnosed because of many of its symptoms seem so harmless. Recent studies indicate that the early detection of diabetes symptoms and treatment can decrease the chance of developing the complications. Type 1 symptoms. Type 1 symptoms. Frequent urination, unusual thirst, extreme hunger, unusual weight loss, extreme fatigue, irritability. Type 2 symptoms. Any of the type 1 symptoms. Frequent infections, blurred vision, cuts, bruises that are slow to heal, tingling or numbness in the hands or feet, reoccurring skin, gum, or bladder infections. And here are some of the complications of diabetes. And that includes, or can include, heart disease and stroke, high blood pressure, blindness, kidney disease, nervous system damage, amputations, dental disease, pregnancy complications. And this next part is statistics on diabetes. Sorry. 225.8 million. The estimated of children and adults who have diabetes in the U.S. You know what? I'm going to skip that. Here. I won't read it out loud. I'll just show you. And of course, you can go to their website if you want. And here's some events that North Texas is doing this year to help this association. And there's one called Tour de Cure, which you can honestly tell that that's a biking event. So if you're good at biking, you enjoy biking, maybe that's something you want to look into. The next one is Step Out, Walk to Fight Diabetes, and that's one of the walks where when you sign up and you pay your entry fee, the money goes towards research. And then they have one for schools. It's called School Walk for Diabetes, and it's a fundraising program that they do through the schools that promotes healthy living, school spirit, and it helps kids learn more about diabetes and how eating healthy can help you either manage it if you already have it or help you have more of a chance of not getting it. Then there's one called Stars of Texas. is one of North Texas' premier social charitable events. So that already passed for this year, but there is sponsorship opportunities. So if your work or organization or something wants to help, here's information on that. And then this last page is called North Texas 2013 Programs. And they have a camp, and it gives children the chance to go to camp that have diabetes. And once again, you could probably learn about more of these. I'm just kind of giving you an overview. You can detailed at their website. And then the next one is, are the Hispanic communities affected by diabetes? And the next one's also the African American Initiative. The last one is World Diabetes Day. Join other members of the corporate community as well as healthcare providers for our DFW Business Forum luncheon. So you can learn more about the events and more at their website. And this is if you want to volunteer, and that could be good because especially if you yourself are diabetic or you have a family member that's diabetic, and then they gave this, especially because she asked me when I first up, do you have diabetes? Or I was like, no, but my mom does, and so she's like, you're probably at risk for it. So, but like I said earlier, I've been tested before, but as you get older, your body changes. So maybe not now, but sometime down the line, I could get diabetes. And so what the inside of this looks like is just a little questionnaire. For each answer, you get a certain score. And so, like, the first one says, how old are you? And then less than 40 years, you get 0 points. 40 to 49, you get a point. 50 to 59, you get 2. And then 60 years or older. Then it asks your gender. And then it asks if you're a woman, if you've ever been diagnosed with gestational diabetes. And then go on, and then shows your height and your weight. And then of course, you know, depending on what section you're in, you get points. And then here's kind of what we've already covered. This is about additional risk factors, how you can um, how you can lower your risk and all that. Another program that was there at the school was this, and they're called reading partners. And it says, be a hero. Become a volunteer tutor 1 hour a week, 1 hour each week, sorry. And this isn't, like I said, something else that, they were explaining what it is, and I'm going to read to you some of this. It says, you can make, it says, reading partners connects passionate volunteers with struggling readers to help students build strong literacy skills, gain confidence, and discover a passion for reading. And it's just saying that you don't have to have a experience. They just want someone that's willing to help. Because some kids, due to certain situations, have gotten behind on their reading. And that's what she was saying, how because a lot of these kids are behind. They're not on the level they should be for the grade level. Like if they're in third grade, they're still reading at a first grade level because they've gotten so behind. And here's some. It says, for every 1 month in reading partners, students gain 1.6 months of reading skills. The challenge is significant. It says. In 2011, just 34% of the nation's fourth graders in public schools could read proficient. So, as you can tell, that's not good at all. The fourth grader not being able to read for that level, not being able to read as well as they should be for their grade. And through this program the kids are in, you're getting to help them get caught up and be where they need to be. It says strong reading skills are essential. Children who cannot read proficiently by fourth grade are 4 times less likely to graduate on time, hindering their chances to succeed in college, career, and life. Reading partners work. Using a structured curriculum to provide one-on-one tutoring, Reading Partners has helped thousands of students become strong, confident readers. It says 18% of fourth graders from low-income families were proficient readers in 2011. 78 of Reading Partners students showed increased self-confidence from tutoring, as reported by their teachers. 90% of Reading Partners students in Dallas accelerated their progress in reading in 2012-2013. And they have a website. It's www.readingpartners.org. And here's a map. And on this side, oh, sorry, wrong side. On this side, it has where they have where they serve. And they have San Francisco, Silicon Valley, Sacramento, Los Angeles, Denver, Tulsa, Dallas, Charleston, Washington, Baltimore, New York. And that's just an awesome opportunity to help kids in need to be where they need to. This is just about the cooking oil and how you need to get rid of it, because there was a picture there that shows what happens when you throw grease in your sink. It clogs up, it goes down into the water system and clogs all the pipes. And so it says, collect pulled grease or cooking oil in a sealed plastic container. That's this first picture right here where my finger is. 2. Take the grease to any Seize the Grease recycling station. Find one at www.ceasethegrease.org. I don't know if they have it in your area, but here in Dallas they do. So this might only be in Dallas. I don't know. But if you live in Texas and Dallas area, especially, this will be proficient for you and profound and more for you, relevant to you. That's what I'm trying to say. And then 3, it says the used cooking oil and grease is turned into electricity that the Dallas water utilities, thereby saving over $1 billion per year. I think that's good. You know, you're able to use something like that to energy and clean. And here's this. It's just for Dallas, the different drop-off locations that you can expose of your grease better. And this, um, this is another program, and you're just a straight-up mentor. I haven't filled this out. I need to. They're called communities and schools, and this is the Dallas region. And it says they help youth of all ages stay in school and become more successful by providing academic support and services. Volunteer opportunities vary by campus, but they include tutors, mentors, classroom assistants, and topical speakers. So it depends, and you just let them know how you're willing. You know, this is just a pack you fill out, and you just gotta fill all this out. Of course, they want a community or a background check just because They don't want to put the children in danger, but I don't blame them. These last, wait, I'll show you that. These last few things are just to help in hospice care. As you can see, things involve phone calls and writing letters and helping, just being their friend and helping the activities director, help bake or cook something for these people, help them do, if they're a lady, help them with their nails, because they're getting to that age where they can't do it by themselves anymore. It's just practical things, and they said that a lot of people, when they hear hospice, they think of going into the house, but she said that they go to nursing homes too, which is good because my great grandmother's a nurse. And here's another one. It's pretty much. I mean, this one's pretty much the same thing. Um, you know, they just want help, and they just want you to give your time to help them. And then this is for this reading thing. You're able to get volunteer hours, so if you need community service, this reading partners helps with that. And you get, if you do, I guess, well, they might give you an internship. So that was a cool thing. And those are some of the things there. And it's a, yeah, it's called service learning, is because not only are you doing community service, but you're also learning skills to use for the future, whether it be you want to be a nurse or a doctor or be a teacher. These are all practical or ways that you're getting the skills you need for these certain jobs while still in school. And I think community service is, if you're not restricted for some reason, it's a good thing to do, because not only you get in touch with your community or where you're living because of where you're going to school, but you get to meet new people and you get to gain skills that will follow you throughout the rest of your life. And I think everybody should at least do one community service act at least once in their life, at least so you can say you did it. But do it because you want to, not because, oh, they're paying me, or oh, I get this out of it. Do it because you want to make your community a better place.